Just the 1-minute warning until the Cougars' home opener against, once again, the visiting Carnegie Mellon Tartans, who the Tartans are off to a 3-0 start this season after visiting the Franklin and Marshall tournament, coming out victorious in every game. With the Cougars come into this game 3-1 with their lone loss coming yesterday in their PAC season opener against the Grove City Wolverines. Stay by for the lineups and anthem. Alrighty, I am sure you just heard those lineups. I'll run through them one more time for the visiting 3-0 CMU Tartans. Number 3, a 6-foot senior middleback, Avani Shishaya. Number 5, a 5'8" sophomore from Centerville, Ohio, Elizabeth Schlemmer. Number 7, a 5'5" senior defensive stopper from Belmont, Massachusetts, Mindy Lai. Number 10, a 6-foot sophomore middleback from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Kai Herkenrother. Number 15, a 5'7" senior from Guaynabo, Puerto Rico, Laura Raycard. Number 18, a 6'3" senior from Wilmette, Illinois, Jane Dean. And the libero for the Tartans will be number 20, a 5'5" junior from Fairfax, Virginia, Abby Chen. Real quick for your Cougars. Number 0, 5'10" freshman Ava Plunkard. Number 1, a 6'2" senior Delaney O'Shea. Number 5, a 6'1" senior Jessica Taney. Number 8, 5'10" freshman Zoe Bateman. Number 11, a 5'9" senior Amelia Bogovich. And the libero for the Cougars is number 10, Megan Dominic. And lastly, rounding out the lineup for the Cougars will be number 22, a 6-foot senior, Jenna Williams. Teams are ready to go. Official rolls the Cougars Plunkard the ball. Who will start? Pretty full house here at Chatham University as Plunkard serves. Good save there by Dominic. But a great kill on the other end by, I believe that was number 18, Jane Dean. Back the other way, it will be number 9 to serve. Plunkard set to Williams. And Schlemmer cannot handle it. Early on, both teams trade points. 1-1, now it's Williams herself to serve. Hans Raychard, lies set to Dean, good save by Plunkard. And Bogovich with a little floater in no man's land right in the middle. 2-1 Cougs. This is supposed to be a very, very exciting matchup. As right off the Williams serve again, the Tartans on the other end are having problems with their touches right now. See if they can figure that out early on. People starting to fill in the gym. As that'll be Laura Raychard will get the kill there as Williams of the Cougars has trouble. Williams comes out of the game in favor of Aliska Leskavat. And on the other end, Jamie Dean exits in favor of number 11, Neha Tamala, a 5'7" freshman from Los Angeles, California. She serves. Good save by Leskovac. Goes to Plunkard. Plunkard will get the assist to Delaney O'Shea. Gets herself on the kill board. Cougars lead 4-2. And it will be Dominic, the libero for the Cougars, to serve. Lai with the set. And Herkenrother tipped it over, and it was blocked by, I believe, O'Shea. But out of play, be Tartan's point, 4-3. Bateman gets into the action. Good dig there by the libero of the Tartans, Abby Chen. Continues play, and Bogovic again in on the action early. The senior from Forest Hills, PA, 2 early points. O'Shea exits. For the Cougars, it will be Sierra Ritchie. Number 21, she will serve. Raychard tried to set it to the setter, Lai, and Bogovic had none of that and just hit it straight down. Another point, Cougs. 6-3 early on here. Ritchie stays the server. Lai set to Schlemmer. Schlemmer hits that way too wide. Another Cougars point. Make it 7-3. Still Ritchie serve. Raychard. Lai back to Raychard. Looks like, I believe Raychard hit the net, because otherwise it would have been a point for the Tartans. But middle referee signals Cougars point, 8-3. Mindy Lai over to Schlemmer. She gets it over. Cougars set up their offense. Good dig by Abby Chen, the libero. Tartan slow it down, set it up. Good set there. That's what they wanted. Mindy Lai picks up another assist from number 15, Laura Raychard, excuse me. And on cue, it is Raychard to serve for the Tartans. Good dig by Dominic. The set for Bogovic. Schlemmer tries to float it over the top. Good block by, I believe, Bateman in the front there for the Cougars. Another set for Bogovic. Tartans block that up. Both teams playing really good defensively. And Bateman hits it right into the net. That is another Tartans point. 8-5. Cougars lead. And Bogovic, another one. Another kill, and we'll have a quick substitution. Leskovac will come out of the game. Jenna Williams re-enters for the Cougars. It's Bogovic to serve. Right into the hands of Abby Chen. Back over to the Cougars. Good set by Plunkard. And now Zoe Bateman, the freshman from Evansville, Indiana, gets involved in the action. Bogovic's serve. Line ref says out of bounds. As she taps her chest saying, my bad. Plunkard, another set. Bateman didn't get all of it. She nodded her head. She'll take it though. As Bateman will come out of the game. Number 9, Kylie Hawk, a 5'9" senior from Massillon, Ohio, is ready to serve for the Cougars. Raychard. And Lai went up to save that for the Tartans. And the net referee signaled that she made contact with the net. Another point for the Cougars in favor of the Cougars as well, 12-6. And that's a point, or a kill, excuse me, for Avani Shishaya. She's clapping her hands, trying to get her team fired up. Her Tartans off to a slow start here. There's a Schlemmer serve. Lai sets Dean, and Bogovic hits it out of play. Another Dean by Dean. Schlemmer to serve. Bogovic to Plunkard. Plunkard sets Williams. But Williams hits it way too hard. Delaney O'Shea re-enters for the Cougars. Ritchie will get a breather. Plunkard the serve. And again, another line violation or net violation of some sort by the Tartans. That's 3 early on in the first half of this first set. Lai will set Shishaya. That gets blocked by O'Shea. Again, gets blocked. That time it was Jessica Taney up front with Delaney O'Shea. And Taney is fired up, as well as the rest of the Cougars. CMU head coach Ann Bach, after down early on 15-8 in this first set, she calls a timeout to calm down these Cougars right now as they have all the momentum. That timeout by the Tartans. Ava Plunkard, the freshman from Butler, PA, set to serve. You might be hearing Plunkard's name a lot, as she was named a newcomer to watch for the PAC. And the Cougars working hard again, doing whatever it takes. As I believe that was Jenna Williams with like a punch hit right into the middle of no one on the other end for the Tartans. Plunkard serve. Couldn't quite get over the net. Be a service error for the freshman. 16-9, the Cougars lead. It will be number 9, Zoe Gavros to serve. And again, another Cougars point. Delaney O'Shea, the Greensburg native. Another kill. Lai will set Raychard. Williams digs that. Plunkard will set Bogovic. That's blocked by Lai, the setter. But it doesn't matter. Another Plunkard set to O'Shea. And O'Shea gets back-to-back kills here for the Cougars. It's 18-9, Cougars lead. Students and fans still filling in these seats. It's another good dig by Williams. Tartans keep it going. Lie set to Jamie Dean is good. Dean's getting in on the action so far for the Tartans as Dean comes out of the game. Officials saying that Leskovac and Williams didn't properly sub in and out. So the Tartans serve. Plunkard sets Bogovic, blocked by Lai. Another Plunkard set to O'Shea. And that finds the hardwood. Delaney O'Shea filling up the kill limit right now. Halfway through this first set. Megan Dominic, the libero, will serve. Lai sets Herkenrother. And Kaya Herkenrother got another point, or another kill, excuse me. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania native. Back to serve is Lai. Leskovac to Plunkard. Bogovic's attempt dug out. And Bogovic doing a lot of action in this first set. She tries to push hit into the back corner, but happens to be too far. Another Tartans point. Lai to serve. Plunkard to Bateman. And the libero for the Tartans. Chen couldn't handle that spike. Tara Ritchie back in to serve. O'Shea comes out of the game for the Cougars. Dominic keeps that alive. Plunkard to Bogovic. And again, Amelia Bogovic, the Sarah Catholic alumni. Good save by Ray Chard. Bateman spikes, saved by Chen. And finally, Herkenrother finds a jump ball right by the net and standing 6 feet tall. Spikes it down for another Tartans point. Let's see if the Tartans can chip away here. Seems to be a steady 5 to 9 point lead for the Cougars here in the first set. That was a great block by the freshman Bateman. Blocking Schlemmer there, but the block went out of play. So another Tartans point. And back to serve was Ray Chard, and another Tartans point. I just touched on that. Let's see if they can go on a run, chip away at this lead. They got it down to 6. Plunkard sets Bateman. But a net violation by the Cougars. Makes it 21-16, the Cougars lead. Good dig by Lai. Dominic with a good dig. Plunkard hits it over. Lai sets it up for Schlemmer. Good dig by Leskovac. Bogovic to Plunkard. She gets it over. Chen to Lai. Herkenrother just hits it over. Continuing play here as both teams. And blocked. The Schlemmer spike was blocked by Bogovic, but again, out of bounds. So that run for the Tartans, as I just mentioned. That's crucial. If they can go on a run, chip away, as they just did. They have all the momentum as this first set is going down to the wire. The Tartans' run causes a Chatham timeout by head coach Joe Bortak. Bortak wants to go over some things with his team, slow the momentum of the Tartans down. The Tartans will be serving. There will be Laura Raychard, the Guaynaba, Puerto Rico native, to serve. Richie to Plunkard. Plunkard set to Bogovic. Blocked by Schlemmer, but out of bounds. Cougars point. 22-17. Bogovic back to serve for the Cougars. It's Chen to Lai. Lai sets. Shishaya, good dig by Dominic. Herkenrother back over to Richie, to Plunkard. Plunkard again, back to Williams. And Williams wasn't having any of that. Another spike and kill for the senior from Seattle, Washington. 23-17. And before Bogovic can go serve, the Tartans head coach Ann Bach calls another timeout. With her Tartans trailing 23-17, she wants to call a timeout and talk things over with her team. We'll be right back. Back to the action. Bogovic will serve. High sets. Shishaya. Spike and kill. Herkenrother comes out. And Jamie Dean will replace Herkenrother of Tartans. The libero. Chen will serve. Lai will again set Shishaya. It's dug out by Bogovic. Dominic sets Williams. Lai will now set Dean. Good dig by Richie. And this time, Williams gets another good set. But out of bounds. Tartans sticking around. 23-19, they trail. Plunkard sets Bateman. Somehow, some way, found the hardwood in between two 6-footers in favor of Shishaya and Jane Dean. Kylie Hawk back into the game for the Cougars. She serves. Schlemmer, the lefty. It's a good set and good spike, but it's a great dig by Bogovic down on the other end. But this time, another Lai set to Schlemmer. Finds the hardwood. Lai keeps it. Plunkard to Williams. Shishaya keeps it going. Lai. Tartans just get it over. It was a great effort by the Tartan Raychard to keep that spike of Williams available. But Williams just hit it so hard. Raychard couldn't control it. And it was out of bounds. So that is game one, or set one, excuse me. As your Cougars take it 25-19, or 25-20, excuse me. Herkenrother leads the Tartans in kills with 4. And Dean and Schlemmer right behind her with 3. And for your Cougars, Williams and Bogovich, 6 kills apiece. And then Bateman and O'Shea, 4 kills apiece. Both teams heading back out to midcourt. Same starters for the Cougars. I'll confirm you with that one for the Tartans in a second. Yes, so both teams will bring back out their starters. Or I'm sorry, excuse me, they will not. Number 16 for the Tartans, a 6'2" sophomore from Leesburg, Virginia. Isabella Sierra is into the game. And it will be the setter for the Tartans to start this second set. Lai to serve. Lefty Schlemmer spikes it, and Taney gets a piece of it, and Williams can't keep it going. So the Tartans get the second set going as they lead 1-0. O'Shea with a rocket. Good dig by Lai. And Williams keeps trying to find that back line, but just can't seem to figure it out right now. That's another out of bounds, another Tartans point. Plunkard over to O'Shea. She'll just hit it over. Tartans set up their offense. And that's a Schlemmer spike. And wow, what a spike by Elizabeth Schlemmer. Dominic, I believe, tried to do everything she could. And now Taney gets a nice set by, I believe, Jenna Williams. Good tip block by Schlemmer, but out of bounds. Cougars get their first point of the second set. It is now 3-1 in favor of the Tartans. And Laura Rayshard with the kill. Was deflected by Williams out of bounds. Nothing the Cougs could do there. Alyssa Leskovac is into the game. Jenna Williams goes to the bench. It's Rayshard to serve. Plunkard's 5-set to O'Shea. And that is another kill for the Greensburg native. Make that 5 for O'Shea. It's Dominic back to serve for the Cougars. And wow. That was a great dig by Shashaya. But the line referee signals that it's Cougs' point after it hits the ceiling. Schlemmer gets another set, hits it out of bounds. Now we are all tied up 4 apiece. And line knew it right away. I believe it was Ray Shard who dug it out, but Lai tried to save it by the net, and she knew right away she touched the net. Be a net violation by the Tartans. Another kill by Avani Shashaya. Make that 2 or 3, on the night from the Cincinnati native. O'Shea's spike goes right into the net. Might have been blocked by Shashaya or Dean up front. Tartans back to serve after they lead. Yep, I take that back. 6-6 now after that service error by the libero, Chen. Back into the game for the Cougars is Sierra Ritchie, and she will serve. Ray Shard to Lai. Dean, bad serve, just gets it over. Now it's Bogovic. Bogovic just seems to be hitting it where no one else is right now. As Chen, the libero for the Tartans, tries to make a play, but there's just nothing she could do. 7-6, Cougars lead. Lai to Schlemmer. Schlemmer hits the net. And now the Cougars get back-to-back points as they lead 8-6. Lai. Shashaya, that gets blocked, still in play. And Chen, the libero, and the setter, Lai, miscommunicate. Nine 9-6, Cougars lead. Shashaya to Lai. Lai to Schlemmer. Bogovic gets a piece of that out of bounds, though. So it's back to the Tartans to serve. It's the Centerville, Ohio native Schlemmer back to serve. A tip by Plunker caught the Tartans off. Plunker with the tip got the Tartans off guard there. Now it's Bogovic back to serve. Williams, the third hit, tries to get it over. And that's smart by the Tartans as it's Dean and I believe Ray Shard there to stuff that up. That's back-to-back aces for the freshman from Tiburon, California. Zoe Gavros. And now the Tartans take the lead. I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Either I put the wrong number down for Gavros? Or she's wearing a different jersey today. But nonetheless, I figured it out. You're good to go. And that was a great pancake save, I believe, by Lai. And the Tartans are fired up. They have all the momentum now. As Gavros is still serving. 12-10. CMU leads. Good run by Gavros. As that'll be a service error. Back over to the Cougars. It's Kylie Hawk. Back to serve. Hawk, the senior. Has a service error. She will come back out for Zoe Bateman. Or excuse me, I'm sorry, the libero, Megan Dominic. Lies, serves, Sierra. And Rayshard with a strong spike and kill. My mistake as well. Into the game for the Tartans will be number 19, a 5'10 freshman from Fremont, California, Jolie Wu. And Sierra, the 6'2 sophomore, up front, gets the nice block in point. The Tartans continue to slowly chip away. About halfway through the second set. Forces head coach for the Cougars, Joe Bortak. Call a timeout. He's down there on one knee with his players surrounding him. Once again, Cougars timeout as they trail Carnegie Mellon 15-11 in this second set. On the floor for the Tartans right now, it's Wu, Schlemmer, Gavros, Rayshard, Sierra, and Lai. Wu back to serve. It's a good set by Plunkard and better spike by Williams. Williams will pick up the kill. Wu comes back out of the game. Jamie Dean. Or excuse me, the libero. Abby Chen re-enters. It will be Plunkard to serve. And Sierra finds the hole right in the middle. And Sierra is credited with the kill there, make it 16-12. Tartans lead. Williams spike. And Gavros' dig goes underneath the net. There's nothing her teammates could do there. Another Cougar point. Williams back to serve. Rayshard to Lai. And Sierra again found that hole right in the middle. And the sophomore, Isabella Sierra, making an impact here in the second set here for the Tartans. Rayshard back to serve for the Tartans. They lead 17-13. Richard's serve out of play. We'll go back down the other end. Now Dominic for the Cougars to serve, the libero. Lies set. And Shishaya's spike is good. Credit Shishaya with the kill and Lai with the assist. Mindy Lai is up to 17 assists now. Chen, the libero, back to serve. Goes to Bogovic. Plunkard to O'Shea. Back over to Rayshard to Lai. Shishaya floats one over the top. And the Cougars have trouble. And they can't get it over the net. And another run by the Tartans. So head coach Joe Bortak for the Cougars calls another timeout. Cougars trail in set 2, 20-14. We'll be back in a minute. Abby Chen, the libero for the Carnegie Mellon Tartans, will serve. We are back after that timeout by the Cougars. O'Shea spike, real close. The line official down there says that was out. Another Tartan point. And Chen tries a soft serve, but not enough to get it over the net. That will be a service error for the Tartans libero. Sierra Ritchie comes back in to serve. Lai sets Schlemmer. Once again, the lefty is credited with another kill. Make that 7 now for Schlemmer. Plunkard to Bateman. Good dig by Chen. But the Cougars find a way to come out with the point. Aliska Leskovac comes out. Jenna Williams is back in for the Cougars. And it's Bogovic, to serve. Williams, and again, a really, really close one down by that line official in the bottom right hand of your screen. But he says it's out again. Another Tartan point. Make it 23-16. Tartans lead. It's Gavros to serve. Bogovic to Plunkard. I believe they'll give Plunkard a ball handling error there. Yup, she shook her head. She knew what she did. And it's set point, 24-16 for the Tartans. And Williams tries to keep a Dean spike going, but cannot do so. So that will be the set. And we are all tied up after 2 sets, 1-1. The Tartans win set 2 by the score of 25-16. If you're head coach Ann Bach for the Tartans, got to be pleased with the way her team responded in that second set. So Fans using the restroom. Players changing sides. Getting ready for set 3, which should be a thriller. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the rest of this matchup. We're under a minute until the start of the third set. Schlemmer for the Tartans leads the way in kills with 7. Shashaya and Rayshard right behind her with 5 apiece. And for the Cougars, Jenna Williams 8 kills and Amelia Bogovic with 7. Plunkard is up to 21 assists now for the Cougars. The Cougars will return their same 7. As well. Or excuse me. Number 13 for the Tartans, a freshman middleback from Fishers, Indiana. Elizabeth Phillips enters for the Tartans in this third set. Phillips 6'1". I'm sure we'll be looking to do some damage up front. It's Chen, Gavros, Schlemmer, Rayshard, Lai, and Phillips for the Tartans. Cougars will serve. It's Plunkard back. Lai will set Rayshard. Rayshard looked a little too excited there. She hits it way out as the Cougars will start the third set. With a point, they lead 1-0. Rayshard to Lai will find Phillips. And Phillips will get her first attempt and kill in the game. Plunkard, O'Shea, that's dug out by Lai. It's back over to the Cougars. O'Shea again. Gets tipped up. That's a great job, though, by Jess Taney to read where the Tartans were on the court. Saw no one was in the back corner, so she pushed it to the back corner. And Schlemmer, man, does Schlemmer have a rocket, but that gets blocked by Bogovic as O'Shea and Taney give Bogovic some high fives. It's Williams back again to serve for the Cougars. Another Taney block. Teams continue play. Plunkard sets Bogovic. That's dug out by Chen. Lai to Phillips back over to the Cougars. O'Shea finally. The Tartans get a point as O'Shea will hit it out of bounds. Williams will come out, and Leskovac is back in for the Cougars. This Rayshard back for the Tartans to serve. Taney's attempt goes into the hands of Chen. She can't handle it. Another Cougar point. Cougars libero Dominic with a great skim netting serve. Delaney O'Shea, the 6'2" senior, gets a block over Shashaya there. 5-2 now, Cougars lead. Ray Shard to Chen. And on 3, Ray Shard, all she can do is hit it over. And I believe the net official called a ball handling error on Bateman, I believe. Plunkard to O'Shea. Blocked by Dean and Cheshire, but Schlemmer couldn't keep it playing. Sierra Ritchie back into the game for the Cougars to serve. Fly will set Shashaya, dug out by Dominic. It's Bogovic, excuse me. And even Dean knew right away off that lie set that ball handling error. That Dean did not cleanly hit that set. Looked more of like a carry, but she knew it. Nonetheless, it's Cougars to serve. And Lai has a bad set. She's looking for Dean again. And the Tartans will go down their bench. Into the net for Carnegie Mellon, number 2, Woodard, and number 11, it's going to be number 2. That was a Bogovic service ace. It'll be number 2, a 6'2" sophomore from Houston, Texas, Bella Woodard, enters for the Tartans. It's a great block by Ava Plunkard, or excuse me, Zoe Bateman. And the Cougars have all the momentum here to start the third set. So head coach Ann Bach will call a timeout to try and slow down the Cougars' momentum. Cougars lead 10-4. The Tartans use their first timeout of this set. So as I mentioned, number 2, Bella Woodard enters for the Tartans. Number 11, Neha Tamala is back on the court as well. So on the court for the Tartans, you have Tamala, Chen, Ray Shard, Shashaya, Dean, and Woodard. Once again, Tamala, Chen, Ray Shard, Shashaya, Dean, and Woodard. Amelia Bogovic is back to serve for the Cougars. Shashaya. That's Tamala. Back over to Shashaya, gets saved by Bogovic. And Williams, good dig. Tamala. Great great save by Richie. Both teams showing a lot of hustle here. It's a great job by Jenna Williams. It's another kill. Make it 11-4. Cougars lead. Rayshard thought about letting it go out, but continues play. Plunker to Bateman, and count it. Zoe Bateman, the freshman from Evansville, Indiana, making an impact here on that front line for the Cougars. Bogovic is back to serve. Bad touch by Shashaya. Dean unable to track that one down. Another Cougar point. 13-4. Number 4, Catherine Jackson, a 6-foot sophomore from Davie, Florida, comes in for Shashaya for the Tartans. Head coach Ann Bach going deeper into the bench, seeing what she all has, as this is a non-conference game, seeing what she will and will not have for conference play. And again, Bateman with a laser. There's an even better dig by Tamala, but it doesn't matter. The setter, Ava Plunker, getting in on the action. Head coach Ann Bach and one of the officials having a word. Now, head coach Ann Bach relays something to her senior, Rayshard, and now Rayshard is talking to the head official down there. The Tartans are curious about something. And after discussion, officials get together and they overturn the point. So now it's Gavros to serve for the Tartans. And the Cougars seem to be a little confused on what that call was, but it seemed to be Plunkard went for the set and had her back up against the net. Net violation. Tartans get another point. But then Gavros, the California native, follows that up with a service error. So the Cougars are back to serve, and that brings back in number 9, Kylie Hawk. And Hawk, back-to-back service errors for both teams. 14-8, your Cougars lead. And finally, after many back and forths and sets and spikes, the Cougars will get that point. Tamala sets up Woodard. And Bogovic digs it out, but just enough over the net for Woodard to spike it right back down. So Woodard will get her first kill of the day as she comes out of the match. Mindy Lai returns for the Tartans as she serves. O'Shea re-enters as well for the Cougars, and she hits that way too hard. Another Tartans point. 15-10, the Cougars lead. Let's see if the Tartans can go on a little run here again, as I mentioned earlier. And that's one way to start the comeback right there, as that is a ace for Mindy Lai. O'Shea again. Another kill. Back down the other way, it's Leskovac. Great serve, a great dig by Ray Shard to keep things alive. Schlemmer, perfectly placed in the back left corner. And Schlemmer continues to lead the Tartans in kills. She's up to 8 now, first of this set. It's Ray Shar to serve. Leskovac hits it way too hard back over the Tartans. Lai and Schlemmer weren't on the same page. But either way, oh, nice save by O'Shea. Wow, the Cougars kept that alive. That was impressive. Plunkard over to Bogovic. Good dig by Chen. And Catherine Jackson gets the spike. It was out, as the one line official said, but called a net violation, I believe, on Plunkard again. Zoe Bateman back in for the Cougars. Freshman contributing really well tonight. I'm sure head coach Joe Bortak is really pleased with her playing. Plunkard back to Bogovic. And there's way too much ball handling for, I believe, Schlemmer. But point Cougars. 18-13. Cougars lead. Now, whoever can take this set has a lot of momentum. Going up 2-1 will be huge for either team. And for the Tartans to come back and respond after going down 1-0. For them to respond to make it 1-1. I'm sure head coach Ann Bach is happy about that. And another Jamie Dean block, who Dean just re-entered. And Paige Watson for your Cougars, a 6'3" freshman middleback from Lates Road. Good save by Leskovac. Good job by Dominic to get it over. Great effort on defense by the Cougars. But the Tartans will get that point. And Jamie Dean again. Or excuse me, credit Jackson with the block on O'Shea. just like that, Cougars only lead 18-17. So head coach Joe Bortak calls a timeout. Third set going down the wire. It's crucial to talk to your team at this point of the game and at this point of the set. Got to make sure his players are all on the same page. And same on the other end with head coach Ann Bach. She got her team competing down there. Cougars go on a run, and her team responds shortly after. So the Tartans, they bring back out Chen, Rayshard, Lai, Jackson, Dean, and Schlemmer. For the Cougars, it's O'Shea, Watson, Plunker, Bogovich, Leskovac, and Dominic. And we are back, ready to play. It's Chen to serve. And the libero is credited with a service error, excuse me. So with that service error, that brings back in Sierra Ritchie to serve for the Cougars, as they lead 19-17. Jackson spike. Plunker can't handle it. Point for the Tartans. Neha Tamala comes back in to serve. Tamala waiting from her head coach the signal of where she wants to serve. And it's a good call, I would say, by head coach and Bach down there, as that is an ace for Tamala. We're all knotted up. 19-19. And a Woodard spike gets tipped by the Cougars, but they can't handle it. So it's another Tartans point, and they take the lead, 20-19. And Plunkard tries to get Watson, the freshman, in on the action, but cannot do so there. So Tartans, another point. And it's Tamala back there, still serving for the Tartans. Plunkard to Bogovich. And Cougars finally get a point to stop that CMU run. 21-20, CMU leads. It's a great read by Leskovac. Great set by Bogovich, and an even better read by Leskovac to realize where that dig was coming. Dig went too far over the net, and Leskovac responded with the spike. Tartans, they don't care, they respond immediately. That's Dean again up front. Jamie Dean has been active all day for the Tartans. Jane Dean, excuse me. Wilmette, Illinois native. Cougars point. Just Taney returns. And Kylie Hawk comes back in for Watson to serve. Rayshard spike dug out by the Cougars. Tartans keep it alive. Rayshard, it's another kill. Make that 6 kills for Rayshard. As that kill right there for the Tartans gives them the lead, 23-22. Dean for the CMU serves. And Leskovac hits the ball in the net. Another point for the Tartans. Now it's set point, 24-22. Good job by Dominic to play that off the basketball hoop. And a good punch hit by Leskovac. Credit her with the kill. I thought that might have been the set right there. But Dominic read that really well off the basketball hoop. And as you know, anything off the roof, or ceiling, is playable. So we have the Tartans leading the Cougars 24-23 in set 3. Thrilling set. CMU head coach Ann Bach wants to talk things over right before the end of this third set. CMU and Chatham are tied up 1 apiece. The freshman Gavro's down there trying to hype up her teammates. Good to see from a freshman. I'm sure if you're an upperclassman, you like to see that. So the Tartans bring out Phillips, Tamala, Woodard, Chen, Gavros, and Rayshard. So Schlemmer finally will get a breather. But it is the Cougars to serve. That's Plunkard. Reichard's spike gets blocked by Taney and O'Shea up top. And that'll be it. As Rayshard finally found the hardwood. So Carnegie Mellon, after going down in the first set, responds and wins the next 2. They lead the Chatham Cougars 2-1. As we will be back very, very shortly for the beginning of the 4th set. Both teams head back out to the court. For the Cougars, it appears to be same 7, excuse me, that head coach Joe Bortak keeps going with. O'Shea, Taney, Williams, Bogovich, Plunkard, Bateman, and Dominic as your libero. And for Carnegie Mellon, it's Gavros. Schlemmer's back out there. Jane Dean, Neha Tamala, Rayshard, and Elizabeth Phillips. Once again for CMU, it's Phillips, Rayshard, Schlemmer, Tamala, Gavros, and Chen, the libero. Tamala will get things started here in the 4th set. She will serve. Tamala begins the fourth set with a service error. So switch sides. Now it's Jenna Williams to serve for the Cougars. Good block by Phillips. Leskovac and Williams do their substitution. It's Ray Shard back for the Tartans to serve. O'Shea. Plunkard. There's the Bogovic. Line official says out. Point to the Tartans. Or excuse me, they said tipped, rather. Point Cougars, 2-1. Good job by Tamala to play that bad dig off the net. Tamala will here serve. Serves Jackson. Jackson gets the kill. Sophomore from Davie, Florida. And now it's Chen back to serve for the Tartans. Plunkard will set Bateman. Schlemmer, the lefty, gets a friendly roll across the top of the net. Line official says out. Credit the Cougars with the point. So Ritchie and O'Shea will do their substitution. It is now Sierra Ritchie to serve. Plunkard to Bogovic. Bogovic will just get it over. Now it's Tamala will set Schlemmer. Bogovic again. Jackson. Back and forth we go here. Again, Bogovic, good dig by Ray Shard. And Jackson hits it into the net. Referee signals no block. Too many hits for the Tartans. Point to the Cougars. That Ritchie serve results in an error. 4-3, Cougars lead. It is Schlemmer to serve. A lot of back and forth going on. Tamala. Good dig by the libero, Dominic. And finally, Bogovic hits it out of bounds. Schlemmer will continue to serve for the Tartans as they tie it up 4 apiece. Another service error. It's Schlemmer this time. Bogovic serves. It's Schlemmer to Tamala. Jackson, and finally Jackson gets a kill. That's 5 for Catherine Jackson. 5 kills. As she comes out of the game, it is Zoe Gavros. Good job by the libero, Chen. Plunkard will set Bateman. Blocked by Ray Shard. Rayshard again squeaks it through the arms of Bateman and Plunkard. So Rayshard, who's been busy all day, continues to be busy. That's her 8th kill. Tamala. Great job. Jane Dean again. She's up to 6 kills, excuse me. Both teams breaking down on the defense. A lot more back and forth going on here. Kylie Hawk enters to serve as the Cougars trail the Tartans 7-6 in this 4th set. Tamala sets Rayshard. That gets blocked. Teams continue play. It's Williams. Jenna Williams, team lead, 11 kills. As Kylie Hawk. Another service error. A lot of service errors between both teams. Not in just this set, but overall today. You would think one of those teams would try to take advantage of all those service errors. Plunkard sets Williams. That gets blocked. Cougars keep playing. And it's Williams. Again, back-to-back kills and points. That'll be big for the Cougars if they can get Williams on a roll right now, as it is all tied up, 8-8. Preseason newcomer of the year, Plunkard back to serve for the Cougars. And again, Jenna Williams. 13 kills for the senior. Plunkard back to serve. Gavras, Tamala, who's been the main setter in these last few sets. Been pretty clear that head coach Ann Bach likes to use 2 setters, and it appears to be Tamala and Mindy Lai. As Mindy Lai has 22 assists. Williams, good dig by Tamala. Tartans keep playing. Good job by the Cougars. They get another point. Back and forth here in this 4th set. It's the senior Williams to serve, up 10-9. Dominic Plunkard with the set to Taney, and Taney's soft cuts. Catches the Tartans off guard. No one was home in the middle. It's Taney's 3rd kill of the evening. What a save by Dominic off that Rayshard spike. And this time it'll be Schlemmer coming up successful as Jenna Williams cannot handle that spike by Schlemmer. Gives Schlemmer her 9th kill. Plunkard. Tried to set Taney, but they weren't on the same page. So we're back all knotted up, 11-11. And Delaney O'Shea gets another point. O'Shea went quiet past set or two. Was very involved early on in this match. Let's see if the Cougars can change that and get her back involved more. And Bateman and O'Shea get a nice block, but they didn't know where the ball went. The ball landed right in front of them. Tartan's point, they tie it back up. Once again, back and forth. And now CMU will take the lead. Good save by Tamala. Jackson, another point. See if the Tartans can pull away here. As this appears to be the biggest lead for them for this set. Schlemmer, push hit. And ball handling error. A lane violation. Thanks to the public announcer, Ken Baker, down there. Be Sierra Ritchie back to serve. Schlemmer, another kill. That gives her double digits. Bateman got a piece of that. But the ball went nowhere to where her teammates could help her. Bogovic. Tamala finds Jackson. Well done by the Cougars. And Bogovic, who also has been quiet since the first or second set, comes back to get a kill there. That gives her 9. Gavros will come back in for Jackson. Good set by Plunkard. Doesn't matter. Miscommunication by the Cougars. And I had a feeling head coach Joe Bortak was going to call that timeout after that possession. As he will call a timeout. Maybe the Tartans are running away with this, as the Cougars trail the Carnegie Mellon Tartans by the score of 17-14 in the fourth set. CMU is leading the Cougars by the score of 2-1. It's a good serve right out of the timeout by Gavros. Cougars can't handle that serve. Tartans go up 18-14. Another good serve. Dominic has trouble handling that. Her touch goes over the net. And Jane Dean, another kill. Plunker to Williams. As Jess Taney returns, as well as Kylie Hawk. After that Tartans point to make it 20-15, number 19, Julie Wu, will serve for the Tartans. Once again, Julie Wu, number 19, set to serve. Plunkered again to Williams. Williams trying to get her team fired up. Let's see if the senior can do so. The senior leader. Tamala can't tip it over the net. It's a Cougars point. Back-to-back points for the Cougars. They trim the lead down to 3. Tamala back sets to Phillips. Tamala picks up another assist. Gives her 10. O'Shea spikes, gets blocked, and reacts and hits the ball out of play. Another Tartans point, and they were 3 points away from winning this match here at Chatham University. Williams, another kill. Really picking things up here in the back end of this match. Cougars need to play some good defense and chip away. And that's step one right there, as Bogovic will get another point and kill. She is now in double figures with 10 kills, is Bogovic. Plunkard will set Taney. Good dig by the libero, Chen. Again, Plunkard to Bogovic. That gets blocked. Dominic keeps it playing. And all O'Shea could do was get it over. So now Schlemmer gets a good set by Chen. Gets tipped. Stays in play. No one home for the Cougars. It's another Tartans point. 23-19. Laura Richard having a really, really good night for the CMU Tartans. Ball bouncing all around. Cougars does a good job on the Cougars end to follow that ball down as it was bouncing back and forth between the basketball hoops and the railings up on the roof. But Bogovic too strong. So now it's Tartan's game point as they lead 24-19. And they do so as Plunkard gets another assist from Bogovic. It's Megan Dominic to serve. Richard to Tamala. Dominic will find Bogovic. Richard again everywhere. Teams are going back and forth. Bogovic tries a soft touch and she does so. It's an excellent job by the senior. Back-to-back points for Bogovic. Let's see if the Cougars can go on a roll here. Down 3. And they cannot. As Elizabeth Phillips, the freshman, will stay undefeated and go to 4-0 on their short season. And now the Cougars will head to 3-2. Carnegie Mellon beats Chatham in 4 sets tonight here at Chatham University. Jenna Williams, 16 kills. And Ava Plunkard, 40 assists. And for the Tartans, Schlemmer, 11 kills. And Rayshard, 10 kills. And Mindy Lai, 22 assists. And Chen, 7. So CMU will go to 4-0. And your Cougars will fall to 3-2. As they will both be back this weekend. Carnegie Mellon will look to stay victorious. And the Cougars will try to break this 2-game skid after they started off hot 3-0 to start the season. Hope you enjoyed me tonight. My name is Mike Sullivan. Bear with me, I'll be getting better. Thank you for tuning in, as that's about it. Once again, Carnegie Mellon defeats your Chatham Cougars in 4 sets here tonight at Chatham University.